she was like in the academy with him, right, or something. She's
I
like
think she was being trained by him, I believe.
An anti-mage in training, I believe.
All right.
That we'd have to phone a friend and get Slacks in here for the full deets, but there was academia involved. Still working on her degree.
All right. So Nyx banned this time. Looks like E0900 learned their lesson.
Yeah. Okay. Expensive lesson there.
10 seconds
And they've got first pick and now trying to decide what to do. Are they going back for the Witch Doctor? That's got to be what they're thinking right now. Do we want this Witch Doctor? Ah, there it is. It's the Witch Doctor. All right. Just took a little time to make sure they weren't leaving something too big on the board. Is it Rubik? Oh, it's Earth Spirit. Okay. Very nice against the Witch Doctor.
I will never understand being first pick and banning Nyx Assassin. It's not okay. You can't do this. I don't think this is correct.
Well, we're going to need to phone a friend.
You force the opponent to ban? That's what you mean?
Yes, you have to force the opponent to ban it, or you pick it.
I agree.
Like, do they really think the Witch Doctor hard counters Nyx Assassin?
I feel like they just don't play the hero well. That's the only
Isn't that the only
right?
conclusion, Trent? I mean, best meta hero. You have nobody on your team that wants to play it. Who cares if you have first pick? Well, now I'm not saying they can't play it. I'm saying want to play it. All right. If both your supports are like, "Hey, you pick me Nyx, and I'm leaving the team," you're not picking Nyx. I mean, is there any other explanation? Is there something that we're glossing over here, even if it's a low % chance? I can't think of anything.
Only thing I think is they heavily rely on their position 4 for some other sort of timing or like gameplay style that he doesn't feel like he can accomplish as Nyx Assassin for some reason.
The craziest part, though, is that they picked the Invoker. In the past, dude, you would love to go Nyx first and then pick the Invoker. But these are different times.
Yeah. Oh, there's the puck.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, Invoker puck snatched up nice and early. Now, Gorillaz-Pride does have 10th pick here. So we'll see what happens with this puck.
It's true.
We have seen some position 4 puck. They've got the Earth Spirit, obviously, but...
I still see lots of 5 puck in pubs, too. Like, it's completely fine, depending on what the draft is. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Like, you have a troll or a jug or something, like, who cares? Puck's got good right-click. Puck can do some stuff in the lane.
We're
like
back,
whenever you're against a hero that has like an easy projectile ability to dodge, it's so much value.
Yeah.
Like if you're against a Venge 4, if you're against I don't know, there's a couple of abilities that are so easy to dodge with phase shift that you kind of just win the lane by having phase shift. But they take the Wraith King PL again. A lot of PL hate in this series.
A lot of PL hate. Justifiable against the Invoker.
Yeah,
and just
annoying.
an annoying hero. It doesn't seem like the classic PL counters are super common right now. Maybe that's part of why PL is so big.
Yeah, Sven being pretty nerfed.
The big one, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's got to be some others too, right?
Radiant team back.
I mean, a lot of his counters are pretty good right now. Like Lesh, I think is still okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the best one.
Yeah.
Looking through these past drafts, thinking, where do we want to go? What do 0900 like then? So, like, they had their Mirana, and that was going swimmingly. They're the ones who played that Wind Ranger we mentioned earlier as well. I mean, and Slade and Sky. So, yeah, I guess maybe his pool is just too big.
He plays a lot of different heroes.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to be. Yeah, I don't want to be hampered down by this Nyx Assassin. You see.
Yeah, pretty wide hero pool.
Don't mind the Scarif here. If this puck is actually core, the long instant cast range on the Scarif silence really annoying for puck, and you don't really want to go use Scepter that much anymore on the hero. You really want the Witchblade, Aghanim Scepter, Blink sorts of builds.
5 seconds remaining.
Kind of a rare draft here where we have a lot of offlaners available. Beastmaster, really the biggest one taken out.
Team pick.
But still Mars, for example, Darkseer.
Yeah, because he played the Mars 4 last time, too, in Game 1 versus Hokori. So, I mean, he flexed hard in that series. He played Mars, Sky, Wind Ranger as 4.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that's
10 seconds remaining.
hell of a lineup.
Darkseer's available, too. I wonder if they want to run some sort of Earth Spirit Darkseer lane.
Meanwhile, on Hokori, they did Rubik and then Tusk for 2 games. Pretty classic 4s there in comparison.
I mean, there's no PL. They could Grim
Radiant team pick.
What's there? Yeah, they'll just Grim.
Oh,
Yeah. That's their
wow,
favorite.
3
5.
silences here. Right now, this witch doctor's sweating. He's like, fucking hell, 3 silences. Guys, I'm gonna have to voodoo switcheroo this game. You never want to voodoo switcheroo. You never go full voodoo switcheroo, Trent. And there's your boy, the Shaker.
All right, cool. Quality hero. Good and bad. Mostly good versus Puck. You can fish her first just to ensure it, and then go for the Blink Echo. Sometimes I like to play the safety game.
10 seconds remaining.
The last thing you want to do is
the-
blink in and be too slow
5 seconds remaining.
and just like screw something up. No thanks.
Well, I doubt 0900 are gonna pick Enigma.
I want to see another gap closer. I guess if Puck is core, I don't mind. But usually, I really like the Inkswell targets. Okay, Bloodseeker
Okay, perfect.
kind of works that way.
That's a
Bit of a
4th
flex.
silence now.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. Dude,
I
that's
really like the Grimstroke Bloodseeker. I think that combo is just so great. You do have a good ulti duo. You've got really, really easy use of the Inkswell
10 seconds
combo as well with
remaining.
the stroke. It's just these two can snowball a game from minute
5
2.
seconds
It kind of feels like a Veno game, but I don't know if I want it with the Invoker. Doesn't really feel like a great combo, unfortunately.
Yeah, feels like
Feels
you
a
rely
little
a
bit-
lot on the Shaker for initiation.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. That'll take some of the heat off of him and put it on the Bat Rider.
They have 2 guys that don't necessarily want to go in first. I mean, if the back gets farmed enough, it's fine. But they kind of have, like, honestly, 4 heroes that don't really want to be in first. Like, they want someone else sort of setting up for them. So
Yeah.
this next hero is going to be the real
they
face
need
of
this,
the
like,
fight.
I mean, obviously they
Like
need a
Wraith
1.
King.
But yeah, they
Wraith
need like
King's banned,
somebody.
obviously. Some Wraith King-esque hero. Spectre.
10
Spectre's actually kind of
remaining.
lit. That hero wasn't, Spectre.
Garbage.
Yeah, she wasn't definitively not lit right now.
But like that's the idea, I guess. Like someone who can get vision, get in there, start things off. I mean, Ricky's still in. Terribly doesn't really fit the bill, but it is still
sort
in.
of troll, I guess.
Yeah, Troll's actually pretty legit
10 seconds
That's not too
remaining.
bad.
For Gorillas or for 0900?
for 0900.
0900.
Oh my god, does that count? Does a lifestealer ban?
Oh, baby!
Does
Yes!
not count. Does not count. Must be picked.
Oh.
But this is alarming in terms of
I
who
told
is
you
more
guys,
likely
it's
to win
coming.
this wager. Oh no. They do
And
ban the troll
there's-
though, so good
yeah.
call on that. Man, they need like a Dusa type hero or something. I mean, she's pretty slow, but
10 seconds
it's like you're asking for kind of a position 3 from your position 1 right now.
5 seconds remaining.
Are they just gonna? No, Drow's
I
like
mean,
way too
is-
bad here, right?
Yeah.
Is
I
this the
don't like
void
it.
game? Is this the void game?
Cataclysm.
You got the invoker.
There's Coil, though. So
Yeah.
many silences, too. They want to rush BKB as void.
I'm open to
Wow,
suggestions here, Bowie.
I think you go Terrorblade?
Little scary.
I think
Lot of
Lycan kind of has a lot of the same problems too.
Yeah. I think you want to stand your ground. We want a carry that can just press a button and kill everyone.
I mean, that's Dusa, dude. You stand
Yeah,
there, you
Dusa-
press R, you AoE. I think she checks all the boxes, but I don't know how much I like Dusa overall right now. I have not seen her much.
Dude, I don't know. They're
I
digging pretty
just-
deep too. They're just like,
I mean,
who's left?
nothing feels good.
What I see is like a Dusa walking around slowly. Earth Spirit rolls onto her. They get ruptured. They kick the Dusa 5 miles away. She's just
Could
sad.
you like CK?
Slark. There's too many silences.
CK is
though.
okay.
And
it's
there's a
not okay.
Bloodseeker.
I like CK actually.
You know, he's
Yeah,
like
CK
kind of
is-
tanky. Phantasm helps create some chaos. He definitely scales well. It's another stun.
Can go Manta. I'm okay with the CK.
There's a lot of AoE damage though. The illusions will actually just die between Earth
Yeah.
Spirit, Puck, Grimstroke,
I
Bloodseeker.
mean, again, that doesn't really feel perfect either.
I feel like you don't have to play CK based on illusions. Like when
could just
in the
PA.
past.
Do you play Alk?
Nah, I don't know.
Too greedy?
Bloodseeker, Puck,
Yeah,
silences.
too slow.
PA. Are they just gonna PA?
It's the
Oh!
Oh,
She's
oh, baby,
Nice.
come on,
Fits the
Trent. Give me
bill.
some love. Give me some
All right.
love.
Beautiful.
I like how you didn't even believe in it, though. They kind of need like a Dusa.
You may now
Well, I
select
mean,
your
we went through a lot of heroes there, and none of them felt good. They go right for the Slark, a great hero against the Medusa. Essence Shift is stupidly good against Medusa. I think I'm Gorillaz-Pride. Even though I called the Medusa, I'm going to pull a Trent and go, I called it, but I don't like it. So, yeah, I think Teemo Slark's popping off here.
I
think
agree.
they were in a pickle.
I feel like they are the better team, and I like the Shaker Batrider, but if this game goes too long, I feel like Slark just destroys everyone. They don't have, especially if this Invoker is Quas Wax, this Slark's not gonna get bursted ever, and they have too much poke, right? You have Earth Spirit going in and out, Puck going in and out, Slark super slippery. I feel like they lack the lockdown, and that
Stroke.
Medusa is just gonna get kited.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
silence is going to be hard to play around too. I think all these heroes on 0900 except Medusa are pretty sensitive to silences, and one or two not bad to play around, but they've got 4 out of 5 heroes with a silence, and some of them are AOE.
Well, it's also just like, how's our jungle going to look at like 12 minutes? Like, why would I, I can just run in there as half these heroes on Gorillaz-Pride. So I think it's more likely they take this one for sure.
Is this the first Dusa pick we've seen so far?
I think
I think so.
I think it is. Okay. So a big challenge here for THZJM. Quite the mouthful there in that one.
Also known as
all right.
Madara.
Never underestimate Alacrity Medusa, dude. So
True. Medusa can definitely become raid boss status, and even the Essence Shift might not be enough for this Slark. All right. Well, let's hand it over to the casters, Gareth and 1437. Gentlemen, do we have any confidence in the Medusa? I see you got a pause here already, so you have plenty of time to go deep in this head-to-head Fish versus Gorgon matchup.
Excellent, yeah. A pause here to settle our thoughts and think about what's ahead of us. Game 2 in this best of 3. I really think it's a hard one to call. I don't know about you, Theban, but I'm kind of leaning towards the Medusa Earthshaker. Even if it's going to take them a while to get their items, when it gets to like 25 minutes, they're just going to steamroll towards you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even the Dusa Invoker. I also think it's the Batrider problems, right? You don't really have any cancel to this lasso. And Slark, a lot of times he's decent against Bat in the laning stage, but later on he can get lassoed, especially once he pops that Dark Pact. And then you're just going to get blown up. You got Shaker, Echo, you got so much good team fights on the side of 0900. I just hope that they have some discipline in this game. And they don't take poor team fights, because that's how I see 0900 actually losing this game.
Yeah, and then, if that Shaker gets himself the Blink Dagger and the Aghanim Shard, even just having the Fisher in a team fight can cause issues for the Slark, for the Puck, because the panel mentioned they've got a lot of heroes that are great at that kind of guerrilla warfare, getting in and out of fights, the slipperiness of the Earthshaker, the Puck, but Fisher with the Enchant Totem and just aftershocking everyone nearby, it can ruin all of your plans. And he sets up for both of his 2 other active core heroes, the Invoker and the Bat.
Yeah, and you also got the threat of the late game Cataclysm as well. This Invoker can buy Aghanims later on, and that's going to be pretty sick with the Earthshaker.
Well, away we go. We're already set to get into game. G-Pride roaming out of their base, getting onto the map. Tau, Puck, Banjas on the Bloodseeker, Dismar, Earth Spirit, Kara, Grimstroke, and of course Teemo, the Slark, as they smoke. Heading down south. And it looks like 0900 not going to go for a 5-man move themselves, sending 3 heroes bot, 2 heroes top.
Yeah,
KXY.
they're woken up now. G-Pride, Gary,
Yeah, they're ready.
from game 1. They're ready for the first blood. Let's go.
Hello, Witch
Inkswell?
Doctor.
What's going on?
Oh, did they not
They
see
must
him?
have seen him, yeah. They see him. They see him.
They see him now for sure. That smoke popped.
He's out. He's out.
I think the smoke popped and he caught a glimpse of them from the high ground and they didn't quite see him. Well, they didn't know where he went anyway. But they do get a
to battle.
pretty deep observer ward here early on. Usually this is for watching like Tiny or Earth Spirit, heroes that like rotate. But in this kind of game, what does a ward like this offer you as the Dire?
It just sees the support. I think they were just looking for the first blood, to be honest. If somebody would like step out of place and then you can get another roll in. But they have no idea that there's actually a ward on that hill yet. That's actually watching all 5 of the heroes.
A couple of heroes did ping it out. I just saw Grimstroke and I think Slark ping it, saying maybe they've got a high ground observer ward up there, so we could see that dewarded.
Probably not. I doubt they're gonna remember in like 2 minutes from now after the laning stage starts. Happens all the time.
It's an awkward one to like for the puck to leave the lane to go and get. If it was on the lane, then maybe, but yeah, probably just leave it. So the lanes return to the natural state. Medusa, Witch Doctor bot, Puck versus Invoker mid. Bloodseeker and Earth Spirit. That bottom lane seems pretty nasty though. I think Witch Doctor's going to be careful with his positioning. Oh, and a Courier Snipe attempt. Witch Doctor micros it.
Happen.
And then up in that top lane,
the lane though.
Kara's already ink-swelling Slardin's Earthshaker. Boots advantage for the ES though.
Yeah. I mean, this Inkswell is actually really good against the Earthshaker. If he ever tries to walk up on you and right-click, you can just pop that. Boots will not be enough to get you out of there before the Inkswell pops.
Batrider already hitting level 2. Trying to get the sticky napalms onto Slardin. Oh, Blood right bottom. Medusa just moves away from it, so they've done this wave drag back, try and get Earth Spirit his level 2, which he does collect back by his tier 1, and Maledicting up on this Bloodseeker with the Mystic Snake. That's a good amount of damage from Jericho. Banjaz, it looks like he's okay with the Fairy Fire, and then he can salve back up. But a roll, Earth Spirit onto the Medusa. They're just keeping this pressure on, they're not looking for kills, they just want to chip away at them, but maybe now with the Blood Right and the slow from the Boulder Smash. Fairy Fire, Medusa holds it, waiting, biding her time for the turn onto the Bloodseeker. Witch Doctor has Maledict ready now, but the roll will connect before he gets any more hits in.
Bloodseeker has lost all his HP though, and no more healing salves.
Yeah, and Witch Doctor's denying the creeps as they get dragged back.
Yeah, and Jericho's gonna be able to just go in and healing salve off the Dusa, and she's gonna be okay. So bottom lane, going as expected, to be honest. I mean, this Dusa is gonna do very well. Bloodseeker is against 2 range heroes. Not too happy about that.
Yeah, just getting spammed out. And when they get their levels up, like Witch Doctor level 3, we know how potent he can be.
Yep.
Oh, the Boulder Smash ruins the pull. And Dismar's there yet again. Earthshaker just being chased down by Kari. I mean, you said it. Pretty good with this Inkswell. Every time Slardin steps out, Kara's there. And finally, we'll be able to...
some extra regen.
Yeah, definitely will. Finally, Grimstroke's able to actually stack and maybe pull in a couple of seconds.
Top lane very favored for G-Pride right now. Just the fact that the Grimstroke is able to battle up against the Earthshaker, beat him out, and then the Sark in a 1v1 against Bat also destroys the Bat. He's got that free wand charges Batrider provides, thanks to the sticky. Lots of HP. But during this pull though, I think this Sark has not been careful enough. He's gonna take a lot of damage here.
He'll try and leap away from this.
I mean, this is like something people talk about all the time. Like, if your support is pulling, please play safe on the lane, guys. Don't die. It's literally the worst thing that you could possibly do as a carry. Your support's about to, you know, pull, deny a bunch of creeps, and you're gonna get free farm under your tower. Just wait for it. Sometimes, you know, even the highest of ranked players get quite impatient.
Yeah, that one CS isn't worth it, no matter what you feel.
Yeah, this Sark, like, he didn't die, but he lost a lot of regen in this lane.
Yeah, and the Grimstroke, I guess he's got a salve that he's bringing back into the lane for him. Bottom, the roll, dodged by Jericho. Trying to walk out with the Blood Right, but the Boulder Smash slows him down enough for first blood to be claimed up by the Bloodseeker. Bottom lane, get that pop off as Witch Doctor, that one misstep, right? Like, he's been playing pretty perfectly the entire laning stage, and he steps forward that one time, and he pays for it.
Oh yeah, it's a really vicious lane if you get out of position like that. Batrider though, it's getting gone on top. It doesn't look like they're gonna commit to it. So this bottom lane, like, I wanted to mention, Bloodseeker is quite an incredible hero now while he's getting harassed. You can play him as a carry with that Q build, the Blood Rage, or you can play him as an offlaner, the way that people play in the last patch, just maxing out the Blood Right. really making him quite a diverse hero these days.
Yeah, super versatile. Go wherever you want him to.
Dire's middle tower.
Puck with a couple of bounty runes, bottom, refilling the bottle. I thought maybe Puck would slip into the bottom lane and maybe look for something, but it's Bloodseeker that's getting cast and stunned up.
Big
Maledic
cast
tags
bounce
him.
there.
Dismar with the reinitiation and Invoker's rotation where with a Tornado EMP, Dismar getting cold snapped.
Blood's dead.
Benjas does die just to the Maledic ticking him over, so both kills in the bottom lane coming through for Jericho, the Witch Doctor with a double kill.
I mean, you would like your Dusa to get at least one of those.
On
or your
top lane.
Invoker.
They've gone in onto the Grimstroke, Bat and Earthshaker. They've gone aggressive, but Slark is here.
silence.
Another silence comes. The Slark's going to secure the kill. They get one at least, but in comes Tower. The Dream Coil there, Earthshaker. He's all leashed up. Gets one more enchant, totem out, but it's another Essence Shift stack here for the Slark. Surely that final pounce will get him a double kill.
Big
Both
kill.
side lanes
Big
going
kills.
real nice there for both teams. But then that point you made, right? Witch Doctor gets a double kill bot, Slark gets a double kill top. Which one would
Yeah,
you prefer?
Radiant's
Exactly,
top
that
tower
is
under
enormous. And Dusa is in a lot of trouble right now. She's they're actually not going to chase her down. They're afraid of the Earthshaker. I mean, the Witch Doctor was still dead for like 3 more seconds. I feel like they could have committed to that, but maybe they were afraid, like maybe even Invoker TPing in or something.
It was like the 10 stick plus Fairy Fire is also in the back of their heads. Maybe they don't have enough to burst through the mana shield.
Yeah, they have plenty of vision over her though because of the thirst.
Yeah.
Won't be able to juke them out.
Well, they forced the Earthshaker to rotate down here now, so the tri-lane
Yeah.
from the Radiant. And that leaves Slark in a 1v1 against the Bat Rider. So
That's
Grimstroke
perfect.
can actually roam down here as well. Spot out the Earthshaker. Yeah, sees the
Oh,
Observer Lord
Kara.
straight away. Immediate
That
D-Ward and
always feels bad.
the roll onto Witch Doctor. Helped out by the Stroke of Fate. A good cask. Catches both of them as Witch Doctor. Well, he's just going to get right-clicked here. The Fisher, though, stops Benja. Still thinking about going. Pinged out there by the Radiant team. And a Tornado into Cold Snap. Earned from the Invoker. They've got the Bloodseeker all locked up, but he's got the backup and it's Earth Spirit and now the Puck. Dreamcall catches Invoker. The Earthshaker's nearly dead. The Inkswell comes and the stun connects. But the Invis Ghost Walk. Invoker under a Sentry Ward. He's barely getting out of range of it. The final orb, not enough damage, and Invoker comes out of Ghost Walk. He's revealed himself, earns up, the Quas is healing him, the Invoker's still alive! KXY really towing the line of that fight so very well.
Radiant
Huge win in the fight, but the supports once again taking all the kills.
Oh, really?
The Witch Doctor, double kill, Earthshaker got the third one. Yeah, I mean, kills are kills, but you would like it if they were going onto your course so they can get that head start in this game.
Trying to catch the
Nonetheless.
Puck, but they miss the Tornado. And the bottle refills there now for them as well.
It's actually very annoying to play Invoker against Puck. You can't really kill him. Just phase shifts all your abilities, even in the late game.
Yeah, and it's level 2 phase shift as well, not going just for the one value point.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think I can say I've seen this build.
Oh, me neither.
2 level and phase shift. I mean, typically Pucks all value the burst damage. I've seen Pucks even skip phase shift.
And just
to go
max
for
out the
max
first two.
out. Yeah, exactly. It's like mind games, making your opponent think that you have phase shift, but then you don't.
Yeah, I guess against Cold Snap and EMP, it's pretty handy having it's double time, right? From 0.75 to 1.5.
Exactly. I guess it makes sense, yeah. So that the tornado, like, if maybe it doesn't catch you like on the back end, right?
And Slark.
If your phase shift is too short.
He finds Greedy's bat, and they've got the supports here to make the
Ooh,
connection.
I don't know
They
about that
lasso, spend it on the Slark, not worthwhile.
Not worth at all. That's a 2-minute cooldown spell, man.
Oh,
You
and they
cannot
missed-
be doing that.
The Tornado bottom doesn't land on Benjas, but they have the Fisher and EMP there. He blood rights out at half HP. 6-1 charge is still up on this Bloodseeker, but he's been stunned up. Maledicted.
the Maledict.
Puck with a 3-man coil. Waning Rift as well, but lacking the follow-up and damage.
Defensive coil.
It does allow the Bloodseeker to survive at least.
A lot of defensive spells being used out there. One Batrider, the lasso, the coil bottom. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a tone down on the aggression right now. They're just going to play around the bounties. It does look like 0900 is going to have pretty big advantage over these bounties at least. They can't get the second one right now. Puck's gonna get that.
Yeah, they sure do. And then Batrider's still got one for himself. Regen in bottom, the Puck can spot out, but they're diving bottom tier 1. Tornado MP, this Invoker, he's making a meal of things here as the Bloodseeker yet again unable to be focused because they've gone on multiple targets, and Witch Doctor trying to get Kara in the back. Well, he'll die as the Maledict ticking down. Not enough.
The Blood Right silences out the Witch Doctor. Cannot finish that Grim there. But a little too aggressive a move. I think Invoker just wanted to burn the mana of the Bloodseeker and just reset from there, but Jericho had other plans. He was thirsty for kills. I mean, we've seen Jericho play this position 5. This man is insane. If he sees kills, he just goes for it. Doesn't care what happens to his life.
Yeah, he's already got 4 kills. He wants more. Roll onto the Invoker, though, with that coil. Not snapping just yet. KXY is fine. Breaks out of the silence of the Phantom's Embrace, and he Tornado MPs into their faces as Dismar loses all of his mana, but Jericho now gets ruptured. Chasing Witch Doctor down, but they've left the Invoker to survive.
Yeah, I mean, it was really hard to get rid of him because that coil didn't snap and he just ran around in circles, killed out the bug, Tornado, got that Quas to heal him up, doing the Magnetize. I think O900 are going to be happy with just losing only the Witch Doctor in that engagement.
Oh, for sure. I mean, 27 HP regen on Invoker when he's got all the Quas Orbs out. Good luck bursting through him.
I want to say though, G-Pride, they got to get something going in terms of tower takes right now because Dusa is farming real fast in the triangle. They got to take this bottom tower, then they got to rotate through bottom to the mid tower, take that, and then they can start pressuring up this Dusa. Because if they don't combine, you know, the Bloodseeker and the Puck together with the Sark coming in with that Diffusal Blade and non-stop fighting into 900, then Dusa is going to get too big.
Yeah, because everyone on the Radiant team is a support. When you have a Medusa on her side, everyone else is the supporting cast. Batrider nearly has his boots of travel, so he's having a pretty good time coming out of that jungle and having a free lane top now. Because
Invoker gonna get dusted?
Has rotated bottom, yeah, to look for the Invoker. Puck orbs.
He's not using it.
Who has it? Earth Spirit has the dust.
Yeah, he's like, if I miss this dust, I lose 90 gold. Forget about it.
Top tower is under attack.
But they do make
Or
the
80
move
gold,
bottom
sorry.
lane. Yeah, it was still 90 in my head as well. I didn't even bother to correct you.
Dire's structures are
Do you still get
fortified.
caught out by things like that?
Dire's
Like when you're
structures
estimating how much gold you need to buy something in the shop, and you're thinking,
Yeah.
like
I mean,
Claymore.
that's why you use quick buy, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like Claymore for me is still 1400 gold.
is under attack.
Yeah. The one I do the most is like, you put something in your quick buy and you're always like alt-clicking it to see how much more gold you need left
Yes.
to finish your item.
That's so useful. And then the control alt clicking shows you how much you need for buyback plus the item.
Yeah. I mean, that rarely happens though. That's like super late game, right? But
Yeah.
Is under attack.
But yeah, there's some real useful tools in hotkeys in Dota 2. Earth Spirit though
Oh,
has
cancel
been
the
found.
rolling.
Fisher, Maledict, everything there. And that was the scouting party from G-Pride. Everyone else was bottom lane, pushing tier 1, getting into this Radiant jungle. Earth Spirit was very disjointed from his team.
I feel like this Puck has not been able to find any value in this game. Just 0-0-1, pushing lanes out, using coils defensively.
Yeah, hasn't had the opportunity to make any plays.
Like, Bloodseeker and Puck are really good at stopping aggressions, but I don't think O900 have any plans of making, like, super aggressive moves together because they're the ones with Adusa, and she wants to farm. And so you got, like, these two teams that just want to kind of counter-initiate, and nothing is really happening.
Everyone just buying up, waiting for those item timings. G-Pride will smoke. Nobody here to catch, though. Bats TP'd, Invokers run away. Puck's still trying to chase them back. A roll in with an Inkswelled Earth Spirit, though. In under an EMP. Finds the Witch Doctor, but then kicks him away. Now a Phantom's Embrace, and this fight is awkward as all hell. Earth Spirit has to get out of here. Might still die to Maledict, but it
is
looks
dead.
like he's fine. 1 HP,
Oh!
20 HP.
Yeah, that wasn't dead. Coach Gary got me.
I know the limits of this Witch Doctor Maledict.
Oh, it's only level 3.
Oh, is that your reason? Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, he's level 7. I thought he's already maxed out, you know? I'm like, okay, alright. That's my reasoning.
You would have had it if you'd known. I believe.
Kappa.
Whoa, hang on a second, Mr. Slark. What is that? Right, Diffuser
Hand of
Blade?
Midas after... Okay.
Yeah, exactly. what is that, Theban?
Yeah, no, I don't know. There's no analysis involved here. That's just... It is what it is, you know? He just wants, I guess, a Midas because he thinks he needs to outcarry a Dusa and nothing's going on. But that's a huge mistake. You can't go Midas like this. This is just crazy.
What do you think he should go for instead? Basher? Skadi?
I don't know what he should go for. He should just fight with his team. That's what he
just
should
not
do.
Midas. And they've lassoed the Grimstroke. This time it's Kara's turn to be the frontliner. And it is that reactive playstyle from both teams as Slark's TP.
Tower is under attack.
A little bit worrisome there.
Radiant structures
Was he trying to
just
TP
like-
top?
The problem right now is they're not doing something that is making 0900 fight the way that they want G-Pride, like G-Pride wants them to fight. And the way that they make G-Pride have the right engagement is like they gotta wrap around the mid tower instead of going from the front like this. It's just ridiculous to go from the front like this. The Slark needs to lead the battle with his Diffusal Blade. Go from the back, bait his body a little bit, use Shadow Dance.
And then the rest
Set
of the team come in.
0900, man. Yep.
Yeah, they just
Now
walk it in.
0900 is- yeah.
And they get the Echo Slam off this Blink Earthshaker, bursting through the puck. Greedy does die, traded for Kara, but the puck is still up. Actually shifts away with that Illusory Orb, but the Maledict, I think, is still ticking it down. Puck gonna burst, Sunstrike's coming, puck is orbing,
5
jaunting,
HP.
surviving, so close to death. So Grimstroke
HP.
trades for the Batrider. These fights are so wonky.
Yeah, they are. I mean, this is like 0900 feeling a bit strong with their Manta finish on the Dusa. They don't take the mid tower either, which is a little unfortunate for them, but they're just going to go back and farm while their Batrider's dead. And Bat also had a Blink Dagger completed, right? So
It's just
the
done,
trial
yeah.
was a Blink Dagger. They just felt like, okay, we just got a couple of our items completed. Earthshaker Blink as well. Let's just try to do something.
Tornado MP coming in onto Slark. He's got the Dark Pack going. He's running forward. No Shadow Dance for 10
coil.
seconds. And Slark is going to try and leap away as Batrider blinks aggressively in towards the Bloodseeker, who yules him up. And now a Soulblind, Witch Doctor and Earthshaker both
you doing
bound
with
up.
Oh my
but the
goodness,
Grimstroke just doesn't have the teammates to follow up on it. So now a Flame Break forward, Batrider. He's on the Bloodseeker. Slark turns the Bat Limb and a roll straight through the middle of all of them. Earthshaker's got the catch on Earth Spirit. Sunstrike a little bit off there, but they'll get Dismar regardless. And
Yeah,
another...
G-Pride just need to have... Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Refrain yourself. Refrain yourself, Gary.
It's just so weird.
You refrain yourself, all right? I'll tell you what happened, okay?
Dire's middle
G-Pride,
tower is
you know,
under
they realized that Bat's dead and they got some spells on cooldown. They want to go fight, but they didn't wait for the coil. So they didn't have that hard lockdown for that Slark to play off of. Now they're using the coil,
Now they have
going
it.
on to the Dusa. But the Slark is not here, though.
Dodging the enchant
damage
totem with
output.
phase shift. Now the puck's dead. Tao's gone. Benjos is here trying to fight with his rupture, and the roll not landing because the flame break's there from Bat. And committing on this Medusa, they roll again. Earth Spirit magnetizes her up. The Medusa doesn't have mana for Manta style, but just walks away from it all. Earthshaker's trapped up the Earth Spirit, but the roll away is not blocked out. Dismar escapes. It looks like Medusa's fine, and another initiation that falls foul of getting a little bit too cocky.
Radiant's
I mean,
bottom tower
the
is
idea
under
was,
attack.
okay, this Dusa has no mana, let's try to kill her, but you don't have your biggest damage dealer in the Slark. They just keep casting spells in like the most awkward timings and not waiting for the right heroes to be there to be able to like use your skills together to kill a hero. If Puck coils that Dusa and the Slark is somewhere nearby, that's a sure kill.
Yeah.
But now, the Puck dies because they didn't have the damage to kill the Dusa, and then it doesn't have a coil anymore. So even if the Slark comes into a fight, you know, you gotta wait for that coil to be up again. They just gotta chill out, you know, get a nice reset, and then smoke, do some kind of play together as 5 while you have all your spells up.
Dire's
Oh,
middle
okay.
tower
He denies the
has
tower.
been denied.
I thought that Medusa illusion was going to kill it under their noses. But the fact is also, Theban, right, that there's more than one lane. We've had these 5v5 mid lane for the past 5 minutes. And finally, they start spreading out and get on the rest of the map.
Yeah, I mean, G-Pride need to take this mid tower, or the Dusa just gonna keep farming the way she is.
Yep. Dismar top, picked off by the Invoker Batrider. The gank squad lands the kill. Bounty runes to be gathered. And yeah, the tier 1 mid, even if it's not Medusa just sitting there in front of the tower defending it, she has a triangle just to clear through. Skadi now, what is it, about 1,700 gold away?
Man, he really went for that Midas, didn't he?
Radiant are scanning.
Did he finish it? So he did. The 20-minute Midas.
I'm baffled. I'm
Dire's
really
top
baffled.
tower is under attack.
I think your rationalization is the only one that came to mind for me as well, was I'm against the Medusa. I need to spread my gold wider. I need the investments to start paying off.
Yeah, I mean, they're just playing the game off the knowledge that they have. That's pretty much it. And now he's gonna get echoed here. Oh, nice jump out from Teemo. He
Find the
didn't do that.
Grimstroke
He was
instead.
super dead.
Soulbind the Batrider, Dream Coil, and the jump from Earth Spirit. The counter initiation
Alright,
from
at
G-Pride. This is what they've been waiting for. Batrider being shredded, a Blink Echo in from Earthshaker, though trying to save up. There's Medusa, who stands her ground with a Stone Gaze, still right-clicking them all down. They've lost the Grim, and the Bloodseeker's about to fall as well. He gets one last Blood right off. Teemo with a
is
dominating
alone.
double kill, but Medusa only has the Earthshaker now to back her up in a 1 versus 3, trying to bring down the Earth Spirit. The Orb across. Puck will be able to close the gap on Medusa, but Slark doesn't want any more of this. Slark has retreated. They're bailing away from this fight, and the Puck, she's dying.
Wow.
What? The Medusa just stands
Okay.
there.
Teemo didn't have his ulti up, so but
Maybe
he's gonna
now.
go back in there. No mana left.
Where's the Earthshaker?
Shaker.
Slot in with a
There he
Blinker
is.
chant.
Oh
and
my
Jericho.
God, that's
Cast, Maledict. Oh, Slark with a Death Ward on him. Teemo's fissured up. The cast bounces back. Can they put more damage? Because he's going to get into the Shadow Dance regen soon. And Kara, Grimstroke, make your way the hell out of this bottom lane. Calamity awaits for all who come down here. Slark wants to regain a bit of
Fisher.
control as he's regened up. No mana for the Fisher. Slark gets a mega kill streak out of this really long team fight.
My goodness, I'm so surprised they didn't get that Dusa. They just have to chill out a little bit, I think, and keep the Slark on the high ground. Let him regen, hunt, like just kind of stalk the Dusa, and then get her after he's healed up a little bit more. But they just try to go back into the Dusa right away. Slark only had about 40%
Radiant's
HP
bottom tower is under
and
attack.
could no longer continue the team fight. Dusa's dishing out a lot of damage right now.
Yeah, it's
Manta
Li-
Scotty.
little by little, but it all adds up when the fight lasts 3 minutes. All standing around the Medusa. And yeah, Manta Skadi, 23 minutes in. And this was the kind of timing, the 25 to 30 minute is always the window for Medusas that I've seen where they are ready. They start just pushing your tier 1s and tier 2s. Everyone else stands behind the Medusa. And then your opponents, they have to make that conscious decision of, do we smoke around behind the Dusa? Do we commit for the Dusa? And your plans can be scuppered pretty quickly just by a little smoke movement like this. 0900. Put that Snake Lady on the front lines. Show her on a lane, and the rest of them, they're all hunting for targets.
Dire's top
Gorillaz-Pride not
tower
showing
is under
anybody, though.
attack.
Slark on the bottom wave is the only hero that's been seen. They do catch a glimpse of the Puck, though, somehow. They're pinging it out. And there's the jump. Oh, my goodness. That blink into blink. Now the two-man coil. Puck escapes.
Are fortified.
It's difficult for the bat to make that jump, though, right? Into
Dire's
blink
top
and
tower
phase
is
shift.
under attack.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the Puck is always considering who can actually kill him and thinking about it
Radiant's
constantly.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top
And while
tower
that's all
Click his
happening,
spells.
Medusa takes a tier 2 top lane, uncontested. Level 18.
You can't do anything to this Zeus right now. The only way G-Pride can fight is if they kill the supporting cast. Like, you can't jump the Dusa at all.
Good luck against a DD Medusa.
Dire's top tower is under
She
Good
picks up
Roshan
the
time.
rune.
Radiant's
Alacrity
like
Roshan,
it.
let's
is
go.
under attack.
I want to see Invoker going for a
Solar?
Solar Crest this game. Yeah, I don't like this force half. I think he's got the BKB already for the pounce and stuff, so might as well go for the Solar Crest here.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, just beef up that Medusa. Make her even stronger than she already is. I mean, look at that. Attack speed, damage. And Roshan, a pretty simple one here, as Gorillaz-Pride, either no idea of what's happening or just no real need to go and contest it from their eyes. And Dismar's going to realize very quickly he's walked into the wrong neck of the woods. Stunned up. Chain disabled. And Roshan claimed up. Aegis in the pockets of the Medusa now. And this is where the Radiant teams, they could literally just walk towards tier 2 mid, have 4 heroes sit behind the Medusa, and it is that difficult decision that G-Pride have to make. And they're still waiting.
They're just gonna start taking tower by tower now. I want to see the Medusa actually TP bottom and split push that lane while the 4 heroes of 900 stay mid. So you TP the Medusa bottom, you push all the way out, 4 heroes mid controlling like the triangle area, and then not in the triangle but near it, and then you can just connect to the Medusa afterwards. So you're controlling like pretty much 2 lanes, connect to Medusa, take the tier 1 bottom, take the tier 2 bottom, and then go straight into the high ground if G-Pride are trying to split push top side.
So like where the Puck and Slark are now, you want the Radiant team to kind of run through that area?
No, you don't want to run through that area with your 4 heroes. I think you just want to play around mid only. Because without the Medusa, you don't have the damage either on the 0900. And if they see the Medusa TV bottom, like G-Pride will jump mid lane if you're too aggressive around the mid lane. I mean, like, just, push it enough, get some information, and then connect to your Medusa once she's pushed that bot lane out. She has Aegis, so even if they jump her, you have plenty of time to react. And that's why you actually... Yeah, that's why you want to bring that hero down there, because you want them to jump her.
Because then if she pushes to like bottom right corner of the map or the tier 1 bottom lane, then you create the pocket of space in that bottom jungle, right? Where Dire heroes are either in position to go on the Medusa and you're ready for it, or those other 4 heroes of the Radiant have smoked up and moved in behind them.
Exactly. Like, you want to just be able to get that bot lane out right now, I think. Because this is what is saving G-Pride at the moment. Just bottom lane, just being shoved in. The threat of the split push onto that tier 2 is making 0900 like think about what they should do next.
They need a
do
bit
we
more
defend
mana.
or do we push?
A bit more mana on the Medusa would be nice. She's got Mystic Snake to top herself up though. She's just going to be farming the Dire jungle for now, and the rest of them, they have smoked. Swing in south. And there's the TP from Medusa.
Bottom.
Good call, Theban. And they are trying to get into that Dire triangle area. Stand up, though. Good. And even if they don't find anybody, it's still a good place to be in, because now you've carved yourself, half of the map is yours.
Yeah, and it's the half the map that you want because of the towers still being up there.
And they get the lasso on a pretty good target as well. This Bloodseeker, he was trying to get BKB, still about 800 gold away from it, so delaying that teamfight capability from the Bloodseeker, while now allowing your Medusa to connect into mid with the rest of your squad. Catapult waves here, Puck makes a jump and then immediately disengages. G-Pride really scrambling for these BKBs.
Yeah, they're gonna think about just going straight into the high ground with this Bloodseeker being dead.
Yeah, and why not? Aegis Medusa, let's go. Catapult wave, Alacrity ready for the Medusa. Glimmer Cape on her as well. Make sure that nothing can hurt this Medusa on the front lines. They've also fissured. What's Sladin doing? Why is he fissured this? What's he up to? Blocking the Medusa in the high ground of the enemy team. But I get the tier 3. Aiming on the barracks, and it is that real awkward proposition from the Dire team of what do? We make the jump, we have to play, get aggressive with the coil. Earth Spirit, Witch Doctor, they're there in the midst of it all, but it's the Earth Spirit that gets his roll cancelled by the BKB Invoker, and the Medusa just goes back to doing her job, pushing high ground. A buyback out from Dismar as Slark makes the jump on the Earthshaker. Rupture as well, thrown out onto Medusa. Inside that Bloodbright, she will lose the Aegis. They've still got the Blink Echo. Always in the back of your head, that counter initiation prospect from the Earthshaker. Toying with the Medusa still. Teemo playing that in and out game, which we know that Gorillaz-Pride have lots of capabilities
Slark doesn't have the ulti though. He can't do anything.
Just lose a lane of barracks like that. Medusa's ready. They'll go on the Slark.
Teemo better be careful.
He's got lassoed up. Batrider's there with the Maledict on the slog. He is looking pretty dead. The EMP lands. The damage looks good. Popped out by the Maledict of the Witch Doctor. Has buyback available and might be forced to use it because they're bleeding out. The Earth Spirit is gone. No buyback on Dismar, and they've lost a full lane of ranks mid as the Medusa just transitions top. Nothing to stop them right now, and there is the buyback forced out on the slog. It doesn't look like it's even going to stop them. Bloodright spam all you want. He does. Teemo, Shadow Dance at half HP, deafening blasted so he can't hit anyone. The coil on the Invoker, he just BKBs. There is an Aghanim Scepter on the Puck, so a little bit worrying for the Invoker. Under the tier 3, snaps the coil, and they've got the Medusa ruptured up, force the TP. Any stuns? A Yules from the Bloodseeker, closes it out with a Blink Echo. In comes Slardin, clears through Kara, and this Slark, he's trapped in there, even with the Bloodright to help him. The Medusa just stands on the ground, Stone Gaze, and GG. Game 2
3, Gary.
goes the way of 0900, and you are absolutely correct. Game 3 incoming. Some odd games here in this series, Theban. Looking like it's back and forth again, though.
Some awkward team fights for sure from both teams, but mainly from G-Pride. I think G-Pride they got too flustered. They got too worried about this Dusa, and they started making some really wonky plays. They just gotta stay chill, it doesn't matter what heroes your opponent has, just play according to what your team can do and what your time